Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have something that I'd like to talk to you about today. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the age-old question, whether or not straight people actually like each other. More specifically, I wanted to talk to you guys about whether or not straight men actually like their female partners. There's been a lot of really disappointing content coming out recently where men will just post online about how much they hate their wives, how much they've struggled to cope with the fact that they've lost their freedom, you know, the old ball and chain, as they say. And then there's also been some content coming out from women online as well, talking about how their husbands or their boyfriends are just so negligent, I guess, in their duties or their responsibilities as a partner. And so I just wanted to come on here and show you guys some of the more interesting things that I found online and kind of discuss them with you a little bit, because I feel like it's a very interesting topic and I have a lot of thoughts on this whole topic. Whenever I see content like this, it really just makes me wonder, how could anybody ever think this way about the person that they're supposed to love, the person that they've chosen to spend the rest of their life with, the person they've chosen to be the mother or the father of their children? It just doesn't connect in my brain, I guess. And so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that. So I went online and I kind of compiled the most egregious posts that I could find, and we're gonna start off with a pretty interesting one. This video went viral on TikTok and it was all over my For You page for a while. It's a man and a woman at their wedding, and of course at your wedding you're there, you're celebrating your love, you're declaring your undying love for this person, you're declaring in front of your loved ones, your friends, your family, that you're gonna love this person for the rest of your life, you know, till death do us part, through sickness and in health, yada yada yada. Obviously you're gonna want to write something that really just describes and encapsulates how you feel towards your wife or to your husband, and you just want to share this love and devotion for your partner that you have with the people that are there. Unfortunately, this guy, he did not get the memo, I guess, for, you know, how special your vows are supposed to be at your wedding, and instead this is what he said.
I was to smack ass every chance I get. That's all I got.
Is that it? Yeah. Come on, Cody. Are you sure?
I didn't write nothing down.
That's what you're going out with?
That's what I'm going with.
Cool.
We've made it this long.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That's ridiculous. Not only is the officiant's face just the perfect description for how I feel while watching this video, but also the fact that he tried to give this guy an out. He tried to give this guy multiple chances to at least take a deep breath and come up with something better than "I promise to smack that any chance I get or every chance I get." 3 chances he gave this guy to say something a little bit more heartfelt, a little bit more lovey-dovey, I guess. Something that shows that he not only loves but also respects the woman that he has chosen to be his wife. And he just continuously laughs at his own joke, giggles a little bit, fucks the air, as, you know, every self-respecting man would do while he's at his fucking wedding. In the background, at a certain point, you can hear one of the wedding guests say, "Come on, Cody."
Come on, Cody. Are you sure?
Not only is the officiant telling you that you fucked up and that you should probably give it a better shot, but somebody in your own audience is telling you, dude, come on, you're at your wedding, this is your wife, and all you're gonna do is just say that you're gonna fuck her every chance you get. How romantic. And I feel bad for the woman too, because she's clearly uncomfortable. Her body language is showing that she's upset. Obviously, I would be fucking upset too. I just feel bad for her. And it's do you even like your wife? Do you even like the person that you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with? Or is this all just a big joke to you? Okay, this next one is just some screenshots from a reel that I saw. I don't want anybody to actively go and seek out this account and comment or spread any sort of hate or anything, because at the end of the day, not my circus, not my monkeys. But I just had to share this with you because I just felt like it was just such an interesting thing to record, edit, say, yeah, this looks good, and then post it on the internet for everybody to see. So it's just a reel, and this couple is posting, and they're saying, "We never had a honeymoon phase. Satan started attacking us the moment we said I do. There is no further context for this, by the way. There were days that the only thing holding us together was the covenant we made and not feeling in love," which is an incredible thing to base a marriage off of, in my opinion. And lastly, they say that marriage is not meant to make you happy, it's meant to make you holy. like I said, I don't want anybody to come on here and start like bashing anybody's religion or anybody's faith or beliefs or anything like that. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to bash the fact that they're basing their marriage off of just the legal document that they signed and not the fact that they love each other. And I'm not really sure why we just skipped over the fact that Satan started attacking them the moment they said, I do. I'm sure they didn't mean it this way, but I'm picturing, as soon as they said, I do, as soon as the officiant said, you may now kiss the bride, and the wedding marriage license or whatever the fuck was signed, like shit just started going bad. Like I'm imagining a John Wick level action sequence of like the fucking devil himself, Satan himself, busting in through the door, kicking the church doors open and being like, no, and just fucking shit up. He eats the cake, he's destroying the gifts, he's murdering people in the pews of the church. I don't fucking know. They didn't give us any context for this. It just makes me sad. Like, why would you allow yourself to stay in a relationship where there's more troubles than there is love? Like, you don't even know if you love this guy. You're just with him because God said you have to be, and divorce is not an option for you, apparently. I don't know. They're just choosing to be unhappy, and that makes me really sad. Like, it makes me feel bad for them. This next one is kind of a classic. It's something that we see all the time. The old ball and chain, like I said earlier. Straight people are just obsessed, specifically straight men are just obsessed with the idea that marriage is the end of their freedom. They're never going to be able to do anything that they like ever again. Now they're tied down to this one woman for the rest of their life. And so I found this picture on Reddit of a very normal apron, and it's literally like a prisoner, very obviously a wedding band on their hand, and they're in a prison jumpsuit with handcuffs behind bars, and a sign on the bars says, just married. I just don't understand why you would actively participate in something that you hate so much. If you hate marriage so much, and if you think marriage is the end of all your happiness and your freedom, just don't get married. Like, why do you force yourself to get married if it's something that you see as so bad? Do the women feel that way as well, or are they just playing along with it? Like, do they actually feel like getting married is the end to their freedom as much as the man does, or do they just hear the man saying this and they just decide to go along with the joke? There are so many stories, especially online with like Reddit and TikTok and things, of like women coming to their senses, having like a come to Jesus moment where they realize like, oh, my husband is a shit partner and a horrible father, and he just like doesn't give a fuck about me or my kids, and all he cares about is him and his needs and his well-being and all this shit. And it's like, why would you stay with somebody like that? Why would you put yourself through that? The last thing that I'm going to show you guys, the last little insight into what it's like being in a heterosexual marriage, is something that I noticed recently. It popped up only recently as the holidays were around. It was Christmas time. Everybody was taking their family photos for their Christmas cards and stuff, and I started to notice a lot of people were posting about this little trend, I guess you could call it, that some heterosexual couples were posting, where the man and his wife and kids are all in the photo together, but the men and even the boys, like their sons, were just in a normal picture, whereas the women, so the mom and any daughters, are gagged. And I'll show you guys some pictures here for you. In this first one, like I said, there's a man and his son. The son has this shit-eating grin on his face, just smiling ear to ear with a big thumbs up. The father is holding a sign that says, finally, peace on earth. And the mom and the daughter are gagged with duct tape over their mouths and tied up with Christmas lights, implying that because the daughter and the mom are restrained and silenced, the man and the son are finally happy and can do whatever they want and live freely. So I'm going to show you guys some more pictures here. Again, father and son both smiling, both holding a thumbs up. Another sign that says, finally, peace on earth. And the mom and the daughters are all gagged and bound. And like, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, how did the women agree to that? How did the mom agree to that? How did the wife sit there, listen to her husband? Because I'm sure it was the husband's idea. Like, I know damn well that the wife was not the one that said, oh my God, honey, we should put duct tape over my mouth and our daughter's mouth while you and our son grin and say, peace on earth, finally. If I was the woman in this situation and my husband came to me with that suggestion, I would immediately file for divorce. And I also don't understand why it's not all of the kids bound and gagged. Why is it only the daughters? From my recollection, little boys are often much more rambunctious and loud and chaotic than daughters ever are. boy moms are always saying, oh my God, my house is never quiet. My house is always, there's always shit happening here. So why is it only the daughters that are bound and gagged? We know why, actually. It's misogyny. It's sexism. In some of these photos, you can see the watermark of the photographer who took these photos. You can see here in the first one specifically that Felicia is a feminine name, so that's probably a woman who's doing the photography. How are you, as a photographer, allowing this concept to be played out? I understand that everybody, needs to pay their bills. You probably had rent due. You probably wanted money for your own Christmas coming up. But, you, as a fellow woman, you let this man do that to his daughter and his wife? Ugh, that's icky. And did you think it was funny, or were you just sitting there deadpanning the family while taking pictures? Okay, dad, son, give me a big smile, thumbs up. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, great. Were you like that, or were you gassing them up? Were you hyping them up behind the camera? If you're straight, I'm sorry. I mean, no offense, I guess, by this video. It's just jokes. It's just a skit. It's just a bit. It's not true. It's all alleged. I think you should go to therapy and you should do some self-reflection, actually. If any of this made you upset, you should probably figure out why with a professional in the room. Anyways, if you're still here at this point, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts about straight people and whether or not they actually love their partners, let me know in the comments. I'd be thrilled to hear your opinion on this. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I will see y'all in the next video.